watching Fox 10 Phoenix now.
Let's get into this Fox 10 News alert that we're following for you. Valley drivers trying to get an early start to their Friday met with a major freeway closure.
Danielle Miller live near the I-10 and 83rd Avenue this morning with the details. Danielle.
Yeah, good morning. So this crash happened right around 2:30 this morning, and what a wild crash it was. So if you've traveled in this area before, 79th Avenue, this is the exit ramp right here, and you would know that you can only go right or left from this point. You cannot go forward. But according to DPS, that's exactly what one vehicle, the driver of that vehicle, did early this morning. So that person was exiting the 79th Avenue exit ramp and then went straight, did not go right or left, and completely crashed into the median here and landing on the median on the I-10. So you guys, if you guys want to come back to us live, you can see some of the damage still left behind. We have the entire fence that was once lining this section here that kind of blocks things off here. That is kind of scattered throughout. There's a lot of the poles down and a lot of damage caused by this crash. So we asked DPS about the driver in this case, types of injuries, anything of that sort. They have not got back to us yet, so that's information we're still working to get. But we have ADOT still here on scene. They're trying to clean up some of the mess from this crash early this morning. But the freeway was closed for about 2 hours. The exit ramp was closed as well because of this crash for about 2 hours and has since reopened. Traffic is now flowing smoothly on both directions of the I-10. We'll send it back to you guys.
All right, Danielle, thank you. We'll see you in just a few minutes with an update. Happening right now as well, golfers getting ready to hit, of course, and the links, I guess you could say, and they're all hoping to raise money for the Arizona Humane Society.
So Dominique is live this morning at the McCormick Ranch Golf Club as their 5th annual Home in One events kicks off. Good morning, Dom.
It's beautiful out there, Dom.
Good morning, guys. I like what you said earlier, Celeste. Golf and puppies, you can't really go wrong. I think that kicks off a perfect weekend. Right? Yeah, we're talking about the Arizona Humane Society's annual Home in One golf tournament. And this line, you guys, is long to check in. So, of course, we got the golf behind us, and then we got these cute puppies as well. Meatball over here already got adopted. He's a hot commodity this morning. Dr. Stephen Hansen, good morning to you. Tell us a little bit about this tournament. What's going on today?
Well, we're so excited to be here at McCormick Ranch. We are sold out. We have 240 golfers. They're here today to raise money to save dogs like Meatball right here in my arms, and just out enjoying a beautiful day of golf, celebrating the joy of pets.
Yeah. And at the Arizona Humane Society, you guys do such great work. I know even on our weekend show, we have a pet of the week that we highlight. All the money from this tournament going back to support these dogs and all their needs, right?
It's very important to us. We run the only trauma hospital like it in the country. We take in over 22,000 animals a year, and we save pups just like Meatball. The amount that golfers raise today will help fund our trauma hospital on a daily basis. They keep our emergency vehicles on the road. They allow us to do our work in the community.
All right, great. So you guys have the truck, your car out there parked as well with some puppies.
We have an ambulance here. We also have our adoption vehicle here. So we've got 8 puppies that some of them have been already adopted, but not all of them.
Not all of them. All right, they still need a home. I'm going to toss things over now. Bring in Jamie. She's with Home in One. Exciting day. I'm sure this is something you guys look forward to year after year.
Absolutely. I started this golf tournament. This is my 5th year. And my goal from the very beginning was to sell out. And as Dr. Hansen said, we did it. 288 golfers came together the same day at the same place. And they're all loving animals. And I can't believe we finally did it.
Yeah, and I was going to say, what do you think it is that makes people wanting to keep coming back, makes this event sell out?
Well, I think that it's fun, and you don't need to be a good golfer. It doesn't hurt that we brought in a Ferrari, a Lamborghini, 2 Cadillacs, 2 Ford trucks for a hole in one.
Oh, my God.
So that's not a bad day at the office, right?
Not at all. They're parked right behind us, you guys. I'm looking at an orange and blue one. These cars are beautiful. I think that makes you want to shoot for that hole in one, right?
I think it sure does.
Yeah. Okay, so teeing off, what time today, these golfers?
7:30 is our shotgun. We have a beautiful lunch afterwards, so your ticket got you breakfast, lunch, and 2 drink tickets, and you get to snuggle with a bunch of puppies.
I love it. Even if you can't make it out today, because I'm assuming by this line, and you said it's sold out, are there still ways to support from home?
Absolutely. You can certainly go on azhumane.org/golf. and you can donate right there.
Okay, great. And who do we have in your arms? I don't think this one's adopted yet, right?
Lulu is still up for adoption and waiting patiently.
Oh, those eyes, you guys. Look, 2 different color eyes.
I know.
Beautiful.
Holding another town hall to keep Arizonans informed about her lawsuits against the Trump administration.
Well, she says she's filed a 9th lawsuit against an executive order, the latest over a March 25th order requiring proof of citizenship to vote in federal races. Mays also filed lawsuits against orders that threaten birthright citizenship, public health grant cuts, and federal funding as well.
8 out of 9 of these lawsuits that the Democratic AGs have filed, we have won what is called a temporary restraining order, a TRO. What it means is a judge is saying that it's highly likely we are going to succeed on the merits of these cases.
Mays also shared with the audience there she expects a 10th lawsuit to be filed by this evening. You decide, Arizona, and this morning, this is really gaining some traction around the nation. A Gen Z social media influencer running for Congress in Arizona, 24-year-old Deja Fox is now throwing her hat in the ring.
Yeah, so this comes after Tucson Representative Raul Grijalva passed away from cancer 2 weeks ago, prompting a special election. Now, you may remember seeing Deja Fox last year at the Democratic National Convention in Chicago. She was among a group of young content creators there to promote the presidential candidacy of Kamala Harris. Fox is an activist on TikTok with nearly 150,000 followers. In a post announcing her campaign, she says voters deserve more than a politician. They deserve a fighter.
Well, meantime, both of Arizona's U.S. senators are endorsing the daughter of Raul Grijalva to replace his seat in Congress. His daughter, Adelita, is running for Arizona's 7th congressional district. Ruben Gallego and Mark Kelly backed Grijalva in statements on social media yesterday. Kelly's wife, former Representative Gabby Giffords, also endorsed Adelita Grijalva. Kelly and Giffords picked Grijalva over former state representative Daniel Hernandez. If that name sounds familiar, you'll recall if you've been here for a number of years in Arizona. Hernandez interned for Giffords and is credited for helping save her life after she was shot in 2011. That was down in the Tucson area at a grocery store at a campaign event outside. A primary election is July 15th, the general election September 23rd. Developing here in the Valley, a $2,000 reward is now being offered for information leading to an arrest in the deadly shooting of a 21-year-old woman.
Amanda Franco was killed last weekend in the West Valley when gunfire erupted outside of a house party. Early Sunday morning near 35th Avenue and McDowell Road is where this all went down. Investigators say more than 300 shots were fired across several city blocks. In fact, several homes and vehicles were also hit with bullets. It's believed at least 12 different firearms were used in this shootout. So anyone with information is asked to contact Silent Witness at 480-WITNESS.
A Silent Witness is also working with the Buckeye Police Department on a renewed call for tips to help solve a cold case. Here's a photograph of a woman. Maybe you've seen these billboards off the side of the roadway. So this is for the 3rd year in a row. Buckeye Police and Silent Witness, they're putting up those billboards asking for help. Her name is Anaya Walker. She was found dead on the I-10 median back in May of 2020, so almost 5 years ago. The billboard will be active from now through May. The freeway at Miller Road, of course, and Silent Witness is offering a $12,000 reward for information leading to an arrest in the case. And by the way, you can remain anonymous if you call that number 480-WITNESS. In the East Valley in Tempe, video game system helped police identify the suspects in a multi-state ATM robbery spree.
Yeah, this is a pretty interesting story, so listen to this. Investigators say an ATM was robbed last November while it was under repair at a Tempe Bank of America. The stolen cash was stored inside of different cassettes, which have GPS location data. So police used that data to track down the cassettes, which were found inside of a rental car. A PlayStation 5 and a controller were also found in that vehicle. So listen to what police did next.
From there, they were able to gather account information from that PS5. And that account information is what led them to social media accounts linked to that. So the social media accounts that were associated is how we identified the suspects.
That is some good police work, isn't it? The suspects are accused of stealing nearly $280,000. They were arrested in Houston, Texas. So far, 2 have been extradited back here to Arizona. All right, let's take a look at this, you guys. 10% base tariffs announced by President Trump go into effect tomorrow, and higher rates will begin next week. That will have an impact on just about every business here in our state.
We did speak with Wild Hair Distillery. The liquor itself fermented, distilled, and processed in Tempe. But the ingredients that go into making and storing it are imported from all over the world.
How much money do you spend before it doesn't make any more sense? Amberana wood is from Brazil. That's not sourced or made here. We have to bring that in. Your agave then is from Mexico. Your Madagascar vanilla beans are from Madagascar. And our Hungarian oak. Hungarian oak is typically inexpensive. We have no idea what that's going to do going forward.
So if you have friends over this weekend and they bring a bottle of whiskey, you know you're important to them, that's for sure. Business owner tells Fox 10 that they bought up as many bottles as they could in advance, but once they run dry, they are worried the business will not be able to keep up. Tonight is First Friday here throughout downtown Phoenix and the Valley. In fact, there are a lot of events going on. There are some changes, though, taking place to the monthly Art Walk and Market downtown Phoenix. Yeah,
the Phoenix Police Department announcing a curfew now for kids starting tonight. Anyone 15 years old and younger will only be allowed to be on their own until 10 p.m. After that, they need to leave or be with a parent or guardian. 16 and 17-year-olds will have a curfew of midnight before they need to be with an adult with them. Phoenix Police says the change is due to a rise in violent crimes in the downtown Phoenix area, but they did not provide further details on the alleged incidents leading to this. Officers will be on site to educate teens about the curfew after originally saying that violators would be arrested. Phoenix Police also urge parents to discuss these curfew rules with their teens before tonight's event. First Friday has long been a staple in downtown Phoenix's Roosevelt Row since the 1990s. It runs from 6 p.m. until 10 p.m. with some vendors staying even later than that.
Yeah, and it has grown considerably,
it's huge
right?
now,
It's through that Roosevelt Row, but it's now grown through Grand Avenue on the west side there. So traffic alert due to a big music festival in Tempe. Listen to this weekend. Reggae Rise Up Arizona taking place at Tempe Beach Park starting at 7 a.m. Rio Salado Parkway will be closed in both directions between Ash Avenue and Mill Avenue. That's right in the heart of downtown Tempe. A southbound Mill Avenue will be closed between Curry and Rio Salado, and northbound Ash Avenue closed at 3rd Street. So these closures will be in place through Sunday night at 10 p.m.